How's it going, guys? Will here. If you've ever watched one of my phone reviews, then you may have heard me say that one of the main pros of iOS is that while the initial cost may be a bit more, iOS devices tend to last really well. The other day though, I realized I haven't used an old iPhone as my personal phone in a really long time. So this is the iPhone 6s. This is currently the oldest iPhone Apple support, and so starting today on Saturday the 11th, I'm going to be saying goodbye to my fairly modern iPhone 10, and I'm only going to be using this iPhone 6s. I just want to say before we get this thing set up, this video isn't oh no, a slightly old phone. The purpose of this video is to prove what I already think, and that is that this is still, almost 5 years later, gonna give a really nice experience over the next week. Okay, so without further ado, let's set this thing up. Alright, so I've already installed some apps. Got YouTube, YouTube Studio, Gmail, Twitter, and Instagram. These are going to be the main apps I'm going to be using on this phone. I also want to install Lightroom because I have a video that I'm going to be making tomorrow that is going to involve Lightroom, and I have terrible internet right now. Alright, so Lightroom is making some good progress. First of all, I'm going to log into all of these apps, download some music, then it'll be time to put away my main phone for a whole week. Honestly though, I am kind of looking forward to trying this thing out. I honestly think there's just something special about using thing that was the flagship a couple of years ago, but you can now get on eBay for like $100. I'm really doing this. So, it's done. This is now my personal phone for the next week. I'm honestly wondering if I'm gonna get a brand new appreciation for the iPhone 10 after this challenge. Hopefully though, I'll prove what I've always thought. And that even some years down the line, this is still a perfectly capable phone. The second day was a Sunday, so I didn't really have any situations where I needed to rely on my phone, so this really gave me the opportunity to get to grips with the 6S in its entirety. First cup. Alright, so this is my first full day with the iPhone 6s as my personal phone. The first thing I've noticed about using this as a daily driver is that this feels a lot more sturdy than my current phone. I know Apple say it's like super strong glass, but realistically, I mean, aluminium, glass. I've also really been enjoying having a home button again, the nice clicky tactile feel to it. I've now got everything set up on this phone. I am yet to use this headphone jack. In fact, let's go test that now. Kind of feels like an iPod because of it. Let's have a listen to some Hang 10. That's a good song. Works. One thing I am looking forward to though, and something I'm actually going to be testing later on today, is this camera. I think I've got a little bit too comfortable with the two cameras on the iPhone 10. I mean, the 2x zoom is just perfect for street photography. It gives a really nice focal length, and so I'm looking forward to going back to just one and seeing what I can get with it. By the time this video is up, I will have made that video. It's up there, probably, if I remember to put it there. There we go. Let's go. Alright, so shoot complete. So far today I've had two experiences, one positive and one not so positive. The first is the positive. Now, I really like how tactile the buttons are. It's just amazing how nice and clicky everything feels on this phone. And that's honestly something I've missed when using my iPhone 10. Granted, the screen is nice, and while I have got used to all the new shortcuts and the touch features, there's just something about these analog buttons and switches. I really like it. The thing that I kind of disliked about using the 6S today though was the camera abilities, or lack thereof. I know it's old now and it was revolutionary for the time. I think I've just been spoiled by dual cameras. Tomorrow we're going to be testing battery life, seeing as I'm out all day, and I want you guys to make a guess in that poll up there. Do you think it's going to get me through the full day or not? Well, guess we'll find out tomorrow. Day 3 was an interesting day. As I said before, this was going to be a long day where I was going to be using my phone a lot. So this was a good opportunity to test out the battery life. I went to talk to my friend Lee because he used to own the 6S, so I wanted to get some tips. It's currently 2:25 and we're on just over half battery. So this is Lee. He's done some stuff on the channel behind the scenes before. What do you think of the 6S?
I do like it, and I also remember I had a distinct problem with its battery life.
I did notice it has gone like, it's on 56% right now. Hey Lee.
Yeah.
Tap to focus. Oh yeah, the mute switch, which every phone should have.
Yeah, I'm actually really bothered that a lot of phones don't have it now.
They should all have it.
I mean, I also had like a normal size 6S, but I've never used a Plus, and that'd probably suit my hands a bit better because it's a bit tiny.
Go on, Lee. Let's see some typing. Cool, dude. This is some example text. Oh, and let's not forget this haptic feedback, so you can tap that.
Oh yeah, God, I actually do miss that from the 6S. Force touch, I miss that, having gone to Android.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Force touch for Android 2021.
After this quick chat, I went home and decided to close this day off early. Day 4 is the day I stopped keeping such close track of the days. I mean, as far as I was concerned, I'd already proved my point. I mean, I wasn't really having many issues apart from the lower resolution screen and the occasionally unreliable battery life, and so I honestly found myself just getting used to the phone. As I drew nearer and nearer to the end of the week, I did find myself missing the gorgeous high-resolution contrasty screen of the iPhone X, the previously mentioned battery life, and of course the dual cameras. So today is day 6, the last full day of this challenge, and so what have I learned so far? Well, for one, I have a whole new appreciation for the battery life on my iPhone X. It's not too bad on the 6S, but it's certainly nowhere near the iPhone X. Another thing that's obviously better on the iPhone X is the screen. I am very much looking forward to going back to that. But something I've really enjoyed about using the 6S is the nice tactile buttons. Yeah, these buttons. Really nice. Gotta say though, it's been a media heavy day. It's only 1:10, and yeah. Honestly, I didn't really have a problem with this though. It just reinforced the idea that the iPhone X is still probably my perfect iPhone. However, some might like the more mechanical feel of the iPhone 6S or might not care about a 2-camera system. Still got some charge left. So, 1 week with the 6S. This is my first time turning this phone on in a week. I have no idea if it has any charge. See if I can provide some proof. Okay, this literally has 1% charge left. Just gonna go stick this thing on charge. Overall, using this 6S for a week as my personal phone was a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, I'm very much looking forward to going back to using my iPhone X, but realistically, I don't need to. This has everything I need in a smartphone. Doesn't have everything I necessarily want in a smartphone, but as for the basic requirements of a smartphone, the 6S has it covered. Sorry, I just gotta adjust the exposure. Sorry about that. The full iPhone 6S review will be out soon, but for now, thank you for watching. Remember to like the video if you want to see more content like this and smash that subscribe button. I'm done for now, and I will see you guys in the next one.